Hi, hello, welcome everyone to Fast. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to Married at First Sight, season 14, episode 6. The end of the road. Actually, I believe the title is Dark Side of Honeymoon. Okay, first of all, let's get this started. We're gonna start off with Alyssa, and Chris. Baby girl, I'm trying here, but you're not helping me. Come on. Listen, pretty much in this episode, Alyssa was just wilding. This girl was wilding. The first scene we seen was pretty much they met at a tennis court to try to do some activity together because according to Chris, Alyssa doesn't want to spend time with him. Every time he asks her to do something, she denies him. So he was kind of shocked. So I'm going to show you guys a glimpse of a scene of what transpired, okay?
What I had
pretty much
to
on this scene, he was like, listen, I'm willing to move in,
I already don't like
but you're not. And then she was started insinuating that well, stop saying that. I don't want to move in. Yeah. Baby girl just said, I just want to move in by myself. I want to live, be in this experience without you.
No,
but Chris is like, this is not about you. I want to spend time with the other couples or the girls. It's about us. If we cannot live together, there's no point of you living in the house, in the apartment by yourself. Listen, this is going to be very important because later on in the scene, this girl, her whole mood twisted. She twisted everything.
Now I'm frustrated.
So pretty much, this girl, how is he? Oh, what she said in this scene was like, oh, he's such a, excuse my language, he's such a effing bad salesperson that is a realtor. Like, girl, oh, look at his hand gesture. Look how he's like, come on, girl, just say you're not physically attracted. She's like, oh, I'm very blunt, but you not telling, you making every excuse. Oh, why you not attracted to him? Not attracted. Oh, you don't want, oh, you guys are not compatible, but you haven't told him straight up, listen, I saw you, I dipped, and that's it, and no but, no if, that's it. So come on, Alyssa. And then pretty much the next scene we saw was, with this couple was, they sat down, and then they had a group conversation, a group dinner, where pretty much Chris was like, listen, let's lay it all out on the table. Do you or do you not want to continue this? This girl was like, well, what I want to do is I want to, the first half, you in the apartment, and the second half, I'm in the apartment. Like, what? And she's so twisted. At first, she told, Alyssa had went to the beach with Jasmina and what's her name, Tina, and then she was been saying, oh, listen, I'm trying, but I can't do this. And then pretty much Christina was like, you just tell me straight up. My personal opinion, I feel like you're not. Jasmina and both Katina said, listen, you just not attracted to him. Why don't you just tell him that? She's like, but guess what? She still hasn't told him that. She just said, oh, we're not compatible. He has this type of character. His morals and my values do not match together. And then pretty much at the table, when he basically asked her, like, yes or no, are we gonna continue this? Because if you at least give me 1 inch, I'm willing to put it all in. Like, dude, come on, give up already. Like Mark said, give it up. But she, you know what she said? This is not the place. And then Katina and Jasmina inserting themselves in the situation for what? This is not your business. Oh, say, oh, she's just not comfortable with giving an answer. But guess what? You know what homegirl did? As soon as after dinner, they went down to the lobby. Looks like a little secluded area where just them two talking. Since she says, I cannot give you an answer in front of the group. This is not the place or the time. As soon as they got there, Chris asked, this girl started being hysterical. Started saying, why are you coming for me like this? Why are you trying to destroy my character? Why are you trying to make my life a living hell, basically? And then also, Chris was like, so what is your answer? I need to know. Because I'm trying here. And then she was like, well, I'll give you an answer when we go back to Boston. He was like, okay, so when that's going to be? Maybe next week, she told him. And Chris in his confession was like, listen, we have conversation outside the camera. We have a conversation inside on the camera. She still will not give me a straight answer. I'm just don't understand. It's like I keep saying, she's just dragging and dragging and dragging this on for the experience. She just want to experience. Once this girl seen, like, listen, he ain't my type, but guess what? I don't want to sit here and get. She keeps saying, "Oh, I being robbed," because she wanted to experience it with somebody that. Listen, if you was stuck on a your 6'4", whatever, I'm just saying, whatever physical aspect you wanted, you should have told the expert that listen, that's a big deal for me. Like, come on. But like, Alyssa, come on, girl. I'm trying not to judge you, but you're not helping yourself. You saying Chris is this, Chris is that. Then maybe producers, maybe the producers protect him or not. I don't know, but you're not helping yourself. Stop saying, "Oh, he's saying this, he's saying that." But guess what? If you know he's like that, why don't you have conversation, just to bring it out of him and on camera so that way they could see it. You understand? The man is like like O said, the man is pouring his heart out for you, trying to wants to make this work, and you just are like, nope. And then, like, it's not all about looks. It's like, at the end of the day, you're looking for longevity. You're looking for a marriage, which means long term. Chris said the same thing. I'm not looking. I have all day. I'm looking for the rest of my life, not just a moment where she's like, that's what it is. It's like, I can't. I'm trying to, like, I'm done with this. I'm like, let me cut this short because I can't with this girl. It's like, you. Alyssa, girl, I don't know what is not, but all I know, you should just tell Buddy straight up, I'm not attracted to you. I don't see me being physical attracted to down in the future, and that's it. Instead of saying, well, my values, your morals do not match, or your friends and family say that's who you are. Katina said the same thing. I don't agree with Katina sometimes, but she's like, listen, you cannot sit here allow what his friends and family said about him and take it as a front runner. That's who he is. You gotta just keep that in your back mindset, but you don't run with it. But I forgot her, just like her little other bestie. She's gonna run with it because she's not physically attracted to him. She's not what he wants physically. So guess what? She need every ammunition, anything to use against Buddy. Like, girl, come on, girl. Like, you here for a good time or you here for longevity? Because you make up your mind, okay? Why was Alyssa keep talking about, well, I could have left every time they Chris or somebody asked her, well, I had a chance to leave yesterday, I did not leave. Girl, you know you ain't trying to leave. Stop saying, well, I want to be here. No, you want to be here, have a good time, enjoy the vacation, enjoy the experience, but you don't want to be here because of what's the process, girl. Come on now. And let's go to another Alyssa 2.0, but the quiet, subtle, under the radar Alyssa 2.0, because that is Miss Jasmina and Michael. Okay? Listen, girl. On this episode, we seen them. They went to, looks like, how did they not say exactly what was it called, but it looks like a waterfall place. It looked very centric, very excluded, like very peaceful. And then Jasmine didn't want to go because she didn't want to get wet, which I understand because I can't swim either, so I don't mind putting my feet in the water. But at first she didn't want to go. That's the first scene we saw them together. Was it? That's what I could think of right now. Because listen, this girl, I'm just trying to listen. It's just, there's something like, basically in this scene, they were sitting down and then they saw somebody crave the initial. And then Michael was like, oh, let's engrave our initial on the rocks. She was like, ain't gonna help. They said they talk about, basically Michael talk about, oh, how he was basically beat up by a sixth grader while he was what, in first grade, I believe. That's he quote unquote, he's trying to make light of the situation. And again he asks her, hey, let's let me engrave our initial. He tried, but it wasn't working. And then he asked again, let's go hit the water. And then I guess she got tired of him asking. They went in the water. It looked like she was having fun, but to me, her facial expression was like, I'm trying, but like, listen, this is not gonna work. It's like, but Jasmina, what she said is his personality. He's aggressive. Oh, the way he talked to me, I'm like, you have a very heart shield persona. I might be off. I might be wrong. But what they're showing on the screen, Jasmina, is that you are very hardcore. It is like, good luck getting past your stone cold demeanor. And then it's going to be hard, especially for Michael to get through, because I think you're probably one of those, you probably, unlike your, how can I say it? Unlike your Alyssa, you're not straight up like straight standoffish and like very cunning and stuff. You're not like that. But at the same time, you're not giving your whole, I can't say that because I don't know you personally, but based on the show, it just seemed like you're giving him 2 inch. That's it. And then if with that 2 inch you give him, he better don't mess up, because guess what? You're gonna what's her name? Lindsey, back all the way up, and you're gonna hold that against him. It's like, girl, which one is it? I'll give him credit. He has some things he has to come over, but like she said, listen, I can't. That's something I cannot deal with. Him disrespecting me. I guess they need to have a bigger in-depth conversation about as far as that's gonna go, because I really don't know what to make out about it, because I'm confused as far. But listen, for all those people that was like, well, she's attracted to him. No, she's not, because I'm gonna show you guys this little clip, okay? To me personally, Jasmina was like, listen, he a little bit I'm attracted to him, but he get on my nerve. As soon as he get on my nerve, I'm out. Like, I'm gonna give that little chance of working out, but I'm out. Really? So, girl, really? So basically, you're gonna be fighting him just to look for something, so you could just be like, I came here with the open mind. It's like on the screen, it looks like you're you both are reserved. We both have your heart shell. I see that. But it's with your demeanor, with it's showing more like, he do me if he does. He do me if he doesn't. So whether he like, I probably didn't really pay attention to the other previous last week, but this episode, whether he's like, Jasmina was really, can you please like, there when they sit next to each other, who you think there was a good amount. Listen, that was like my perspective is Chris. Either way, and I'm gonna lose, because at the while they was at the table, gonna win with you. It's like, because somebody, I forgot who asked the question, was like, okay, what have you guys overcome? He was like, listen, I know that at times I get a little hostile, I get a little aggressive, and I need to have find a better way to express my feelings, my thoughts. And then some people around the table was like, hey, at least you're self-aware of what you need to work on. To me personally, what's her name? Jasmina face was like, good look, listen, I'm already out. To me personally, I just look at every time she's near him, every time he's talking, I look at her facial expression. Her facial expression is like, what time it is? Like, I'm ready to go. That's to me, especially doing the dinner. I was like, girl, like, come on. It's like, what are we not seeing? Because I don't know what's going on. I'm seeing like Alyssa Chris he's this heartbreaking, he conniving, he's horrible, he's rude. What is not being shown to us? Because I'm like, I see Michael, he really quiet, he really doesn't express himself much. But as far as anything else, it's like, what you're making it seem like he's basically, what she said, oh, he's not, she's big on communication, that's her style. But I'm like, your style, what's your style? Because regardless he communicate himself towards you, you would not like it because you don't not like the way he communicate. Communicating is hearing each other out. Communicate, that's what it is hearing each other out, whether you agree or not. You guys learn from what the other is saying. It's not, oh, I don't like the way you're I don't guess what, you guys are learning each other. One, so you guys are strangers, married strangers, meaning that he doesn't know how. He's probably so used to a certain way talking. He doesn't know you don't like that. So give him a little grace. Give him a little understanding. Like, okay, he doesn't know I don't like to be talk aggressively. I don't like to be talk like I'm a child or whatever the case is. Give him that time, but you make it seem like he was supposed to know off bad. That's why I'm like, and you're trying to find every excuse in the book. But that's all for Jasmina and Michael. They're not gonna make it after all. Listen, I was hoping for them, but listen, my it's squashed already. I'm done. What we have is Noah and Steve. Really, this we didn't really see much of them from my recollection. I remember two scenes. One was them. They went to a romantic waterfall, some type of water where they basically was secluded from everyone. They was enjoying each other. Noah was kind of hesitant because she doesn't like. Listen, I understand, girl. 'Cause I don't like the forest. I don't like trees. I don't listen. I need AC. I could breathe on the outside, but listen, when it got big bugs in, girl, I understand. But Steve is adventurous. He wants his wife to be adventurous also. She kind of was a little reluctant of going to the water, but he was able to smooth it out, talk to her, and then she was able to relax and trust him, which was really nice. It was a nice little gesture, romantic. All of a sudden, a little fish bite bit Steve in the toes, and then Noah literally almost jump off his arm because she got scared too. But it was a nice little romantic scene we saw between the two. So they're growing. Listen, this is the only couple I could think of with there's no drama with them so far, besides last week where she was whatever. But honestly, with this week, we just saw that romantic gesture, the little date they had, activity that they had, and then they had the group. Then and really, besides, Noah was like she want her 3 kids, and that's it. No, but no if. And then Steve was like, let's how about we see first. But she's stuck on her 3 kids, and she's gonna get her 3 kids. Then so they kind of he played off, joke it off, and she was dead serious. Next couple we have is Lindsey and Mark. Last week we was left on the tailspin of pretty much Mark was like, listen, we need to slow down. Even though we consummate our marriage, we need to slow down because you are becoming, this is too much for me. We need to, and Lindsey was like, if I really all the way back, if I took it a little back, I'm going way back. So they pretty much had dramatic like da 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 da. But we found out from the scene they had a conversation. They talked it out about an hour later. They talk it out. They made up. We found out that Mark, landlord slash his mother figure is changing the lease on him, saying that there's no cats allowed in the apartment anymore. And then Lindsey was like, it's okay, Mark, you could go ahead and move into my house. That's okay. But I'm like, wait, ain't that the way you used to like, that's too many cats, we gotta cut a couple of them off? But on his confessional, Mark was like, I appreciate she very understanding. She's trying to be the best one. She's there for me. But he doesn't look like he's very tuned with the idea of moving together, because I think he wants his space away from her. Listen, after this experiment, I don't think he really is fully ready to ready to move in with Lindsey yet. Okay, because so really there was not really too much dramatic drama with this couple besides the little landlord starts mother figure. We find out that Chris reached out to Lindsey and Mark regarding Alyssa situation. They pretty just talked to him, was like, listen, she's not, don't force nothing is not there. But it is what it is. You just gotta know when to tune it up. But we really, and then at dinner we had Lindsey injecting herself into a situation that had nothing to do with her. Like they was having a conversation at the dinner table with the couples, and then she was making faces. Listen, I get it because I make faces too. And then Alyssa didn't like that and kind of call her out, and then Lindsay try to keep her composure and not to be going off the rails. So pretty much that was it for them. There really wasn't much about them really, besides the landlord and mother figure was like, no more cats allowed. Next couple we have is Olajuwon and Katina. On this episode we saw, oh, finally, according to Katina, they was able to finally cuddle. Oh, Olajuwon finally cuddle. He didn't have to go to the gym, and then he wasn't sweaty like his normal self. And they went to, here we go, Olajuwon again doing things that's like back with this forcing things. Like, yo, come on. He's like, I'm pushing her. No, there's a difference between you pushing someone to, like he said, I'm trying to push you to overcome your fear, trying different things. I get that. I get where he's coming from. But at the same time, what Katina was saying was like, yo, I get you trying to push me. I appreciate you. You want me to overcome my fears. You want me to be adventurous. I understand that. But you have to understand, I'm uncomfortable. I am nervous. Meaning that, yo, tied it up. If I'm telling you, yo, cut back, it's not happening. We're not doing this. Cut it off. Don't need to keep pushing. And like, don't stop pushing, and then eventually, like, I'm glad she's the type of woman where she's not gonna allow him to run over her, because he's out there. He's like, he's always online, and over his personality. He tell you his personality is overly energetic. He's always on the go, like a Energizer bunny. Like, come on. Like, come on. But I like you guys together, but I need you to tone it down a little bit on the constantly pushing her, and then it's outside her comfort zone. I don't appreciate that, okay, Olajuwon? Because if you did not have that sensitive, that understanding, that emotional aspect to you, listen, Katina will be running for the hills. Because it's like, I feel like you very opinionated, you energetic, you over the top, but at the same time, you know when to calm down. I said the same thing, just like, what's her name? Jasmina said, he knows when to calm her down. She knows when to calm him down. So I'm hoping that sometimes it could not work out, but it seems like from what they're showing, like that's gonna work out for you guys as a couple. At times it may not, but for you guys, I feel like it's gonna work out for you guys though. But pretty much, and then at the scene, Katina, what's up with all this? This girl was making faces on at the table. I don't know, like, listen, so what you want to say about Olajuwon? But Buddy was basically giving a sermon at the confession. It was like, yo, Alyssa's full of BS. Listen, the man is pouring his heart out, and you just basically like looking like, I don't care. And he's like, listen, I'm not gonna sit here. He putting himself, making himself look like a fool, and you don't care. He's like, yo, you tripping, you da-da-da. He was just going off on the confessional on Alyssa. What you want to say about, honestly, I feel like he's the most level-headed person when he's good, when he's not up to his shenanigan. He's the most level-headed person in the whole group, even no matter what some of them present themselves to be. Like I said, a lot of them are showing their representative on this show, and really that's not who they are, okay? But I'll give him credit. He's the level-headed person when needs to be. He's the most, I would say that. I'm not, listen, that's just my personal opinion. That's what I think, okay? But honestly, it's just like that whole scene of the dinner. It's just the facial expression from the couples. I just had to like say this? Like, cause Tina feels like, what? Like, girl, you know more than what you want. You saying you know more than what you saying. And then Steven, what's his name? Steven Noah was just like kind of shocked, like what's going on? It's like I think they're the only couple that was like lost in the whole queue. They're not really know full blown what was going on. Seems like I don't know, I might be wrong, but seems like it. But that was it. We didn't really have much with Katina and Olajuwon besides him trying to go another, keep pushing her, enticing her about forcing her to do something else, like pushing it way too much again. Like, yo, oh, listen, enough is enough. I'm getting tired of this. I'm getting tired of defending you. Come on, dude. But that will be all for Married at First Sight review recap, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Come back next week for more content of Married at First Sight. Later.